Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video tutorial on opening theory. This will be the second last spot in the edge cannon for Chariot exchange variation opening system. This is, as mentioned earlier, as if you have seen the earlier videos, this is a very complicated opening system with many possibilities for both colors. Again, I would like to express my gratitude to Master Yong Wenqing and Grandmaster Zhang Qiang for allowing me to use their material in making these videos. So without further ado, let us begin today's board. Central cannon, screenhouse defense, 7th pawn rank chariot, edge cannon for chariot exchange variation, red refuses, and this would be the major topic of discussion for today. Instead of the earlier variations of pushing the central pawn, h8 plus 7 and h8 plus 9, in this board we will be discussing c8 equals to 6 for the 5-6 cannons. Now this is a very commonly seen variation if you were to play online. I encounter this a lot as black, and there are many pitfalls to be noted. Now, in general, when playing the 5-6 cannons, it will mean the red would opt for a more steadfast approach to the game. The pace would be considerably slower, as red would aim to control the situation of the board. And it has its pros and cons, and would be a favorite of players who prefer to take things slow and easy, and have more control over the board. This variation was quite popular back in the 1990s, and as mentioned earlier, it still can be seen very often. So usually black would continue. Since the cannon had moved away, black would continue to develop his right chariot as a foul chariot. h8 plus 7, double proper horses, and black would usually play c2 equals to 1 to give this chariot an open line, which is a commonly used approach. Now, if c9 equals to 7 were played, red will play r3 equals to 4, h7 plus 8, r9 equals to 8. This is a good move. This is a move that is usually played, but black can counter with p7 plus 1 to dislodge the chariot. Red will usually counter aggressively, so will black, attacking the elephant here, forcing it to move. c7 equals to 8. Now note that at this point in time, the chariot is still protecting the horse. The red chariot is over here, and black will be ready to push the pawn forward. But in this situation, red will be slightly faster. He will have the option of playing h6 plus 5 to attack the center. So there will be many powerful tactical combinations for red, and red will usually have the initiative in this situation, although black would try to attack this file over here. So that is why c9 equals 7 is usually not advocated, because black's own defense is not stable. So red usually continue r9 plus 2. This would be the correct sequence, and it would also be the position of discussion for this board. Now there are 3 major variations that will continue, but before we continue, would it be better for red to have played h7 plus 6 immediately? Now the answer we shall see. So if h7 plus 6, because the black chariot had the thing to move, it will attack and then threaten the force the red horse across the river. Now red will be prepared to play h7 plus 9 to capture and gain material. Of course, black would not allow, and he will play r2 plus 3 to block the horse from capturing the cannon and counter threaten the horse. p7 plus 1 to protect the horse. And now the black chariot will make its presence known, dislodging the chariot, and now threatening to dislodge the horse. to and fro. Black can always change his moves. This is a counter capture. Sorry, this was 4. And black would now have seized command of this situation, because now the black cannon will be threatening to attack the chariot and also go for a checkmate with the smart cannon check, forcing the red chariot to be sacrificed. So overall, black would have gained tempo in this situation. The horse is still protected. The red chariot cannot do anything about it. So h7 plus 6 is not a good idea. Now, as mentioned earlier, there are 3 main variations: a4 plus 5, ra plus 5, and a6 plus 5. So let us go to variation A. Variation A, a4 plus 5. Again, black will consolidate its defenses, give this chariot a route if need be by linking the cannons up. Again, one major characteristic of the 5-6 cannons is the development of this red house. C9 equals to 7 is to dislodge the chariot, and then attacking the horse. Now this is immediately the situation on the board will be intensified. Now if black played soft and went with e7 plus 5 to retreat his cannon if need be, red will go full steam ahead to attack, threatening to capture the cannon and attacking the cannon again. Black will usually protect. Now red would offer to protect the horse in this manner, and red would take the opportunity to change its formation and deal with the issue of the cannon over here. And red would have a slight advantage in this situation. So ra plus 5 will intensify the situation. p3 plus 1, a good move. Sacrificing the pawn, threatening the chariot, forcing the chariot to retreat. Now, if black accepted the pawn sacrificed, let's say if he accepted the pawn sacrificed and played r8 equals to 7, red will reply with h3 plus 4, and suddenly both horses are attacking while black's chariot and pawn would be getting in the way of the black cannon attacking the elephant. So red would have the initiative in this situation. So h3 plus 4, p3 plus 1 to prevent the horse from moving, and black would now capture the central pawn. Now, by sacrificing the pawn, black had guarded against h4 plus 6, so red would attack the central pawn. Now, if red chose to play h6 plus 7, a possible line would be b7 plus 1, threatening to capture the chariot, attacking the cannon, trading material, forcing the horse to the riverbank, p7 plus 1, e1 plus 3, r3 plus 1. So at this point in time, both colors would have made gains. This would be equally split situation, but black would have lost an elephant. So the situation will be still very complicated. So h6 plus 7 is a possibility, but h4 plus 5 would perhaps offer more control for red over the situation. So after trading material, black will not capture again. Instead, he will consolidate his defenses. h5 plus 7, threatening the chariot, forcing the chariot to move. Then after retreating the horse to readjust the position. So both colors would be attacking, but red would have the slight advantage. His pieces, you can see that 1, 2, 3 pieces have crossed the river, whereas black had only one pawn. And red would have the advantage in this situation. So now let us discuss variation B. Variation B, black would attack very aggressively with ra plus 5, discouraging the proper horse from moving to the riverbank. And black will counter with by retreating the cannon. Now this is a subtle approach, but it will offer many possibilities. Now if let's say if red chose to move p5 plus 1, Black will counter c9 equals to 7, r3 equals to 4, c7 equals to 5 to negate the pressure on the central file, and black will still be in contention of this situation. Okay, this can be seen. Sorry. So this would offer many possibilities, but black would seize the opportunity to attack d3 plus 1 to dislodge the black chariot, ra plus 1. Now this is an improved modification. In the past, ra plus 3 was played, which was overly aggressive. Why? Red would charge the pawn across the river, threaten the chariot, move, attack the elephant, h3 plus 4 to counter attack, pin, and red's pieces would be developed, and red would have would enjoy a very active position. Although black's chariots are threatening, there will not be much they can do at this point in time. So that is why ra plus 3 is not advocated. ra plus 1, b3 plus 1, weak move. Not a good idea. Red should have instead played h3 plus 4, whereby he will have more opportunities ahead. So because of this move, black would pin, protect the horse with the cannon, r9 equals to 7 to dislodge the chariot, pin the threaten to capture the cannon, and suddenly black would make this move and thrust black into predicament, because now the chariot will be prepared to capture the cannon to gain material if it moved, or if the trade was made. For example, if a trade was made, black would capture and still threaten material and thus gain material. So this would be variation B. Now to variation C, a6 plus 5, which is perhaps a more slow but steady approach for black. Red would offer a trade of chariots. This is the prevalent method of attack at this point in time, because black will want to use his closed chariot to play for black's open chariot. And after some adjustment of the position, black would continue to dislodge the red chariot, up the defenses, attack. Once black retreated, red would advance the cannon also. So black would usually play c7 equals to 9. Now there are two other variations. One is to retreat, but red would attack with the horse, d3 plus 1, and red would have the initiative in this situation by sacrificing a pawn. Both the horses would be ready to go. If f minus 6, f4 plus 1 to threaten the horse, and after trading material, black's cannons are in a rather awkward position. c3 plus 1, red would have the initiative. So that is why c7 equals to 9 would be a better move, as both cannons would be pinning the red cannon and chariot in this line. Now red would attack with h7 plus 6, but the chariot is free, and black would now try to offer a trade of material to gain material. And after trading cannons, red would have a slight lead, but black can be very satisfied with this situation. So this will be the three variations that were discussed in this second last spot for the edge cannon for chariot variation. So let us go through the board again. Remember, let us view it from the eyes of black. Okay, central cannon, screen horse defense, 7th pawn rank chariot, edge cannon for chariot exchange variation, retreating the cannon, and 5-6 cannons displayed over here. Because it moved, black will now take the opportunity to develop his right flank. H8 plus 7, a very important move, a key move in fact for the 5-6 cannons. C2 equals to 1, because if C9 equals to 7, red will be prepared to attack the center, and red will be faster in the ensuing game. Red will usually protect the horse in this manner. It will also give red the opportunity to trade chariots at any point in time to negate the effects of this chariot. 3 variations: a4 plus 5, r8 plus 5, a6 plus 5. a4 plus 5, not a good idea. a7 plus 6, red would attack, dislodge, move, r8 plus 5 to intensify the situation on the board. But red has many ways to counter. One would be to play p3 plus 1, forcing black to retreat. If it captured, the horse would move to the riverbank and it will be attacking the central file. h3 plus 4, p3 plus 1 to prevent h6 plus 4 from happening. h6 4 plus 5 to capture. h6 plus 7 will be also a complicated variation, but red will gain an elephant, but black will still have a playable game and more pawns. r4 plus 5, and after trading material, red would have the advantage in this situation. The pawn would have crossed the river, and there will be many things that red could do later on. Version B, r8 plus 5, too aggressive. Red would retreat with r5, c5 minus 1. Black would try to attack, and this is an improved modification. If r8 plus 3 too aggressive, red would have a winning position. It's p3 plus 1. Debatable, because h7, h3 plus 4 would have been better, with giving red more options in the ensuing game. But nevertheless, this was the move that was given. And black would now offer to threaten the game material, thrust red into predicament. So red still has a good game if he had played h3 plus 4 over here. Last variation, a6 plus 5, r9 minus 9, r9 equals to 8 to offer a trade of chariots. And after trading material, the situation will become calm. Black will consolidate his defenses. Red will attack the throat rank, and h7 plus c7 equals to 9 would be played. Both cannons would be pinning the red cannon and chariot, but red has other plans. h7 plus 6. After trading material, red would have a slight lead. This is a slightly long board, but I hope you like it. I still encounter this a lot as black. I don't like playing the 5-6 cannons as red, but I used to do so when I was starting out. But it's rather slow and perhaps not as favorable for online play, whereby there's usually a time limit. So if you like the work that I've been doing, please do subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.